Now we've reached the end of the 75-second questions. Now we're getting to the lightning round, which I assume can be answered in a word or two. So we're not going to be keeping time on this, correct? So just rotate around. There's no reason to orate, and so I'll be firing away. I'm sure you're all ready. Okay. One or two words. Thank you. All right, here we go. This is some pretty eclectic group of questions.
Who's first?
All right, I'll tell you, just calm down. The first is Michelle. What high school did you graduate from?
Lake Central.
John Garrido.
Stringwood High School.
John Arena.
Bonzi Valley High School.
Michael.
Weber High School. Golden Pride.
Yes.
All right, Weber.
Question number two. And we start with Mr. Garrido. Here we go. It's a yes or no. Do you support having a medical marijuana dispensary in the ward? John Garrido.
No.
John Arena.
Yes.
Michael.
I work for the Department of Financial and Professional Regulation. Yes.
No.
Thank you. Here we go. Please name an organization which has endorsed your candidacy. John Arena.
The Chicago Firefighters Union.
Michael.
Democrats for Education Reform.
Michelle.
Well, excuse me. The local 134, the electrical workers.
John Garrido.
The Fraternal Order of Police.
Question number four, lightning round. Are you willing to list your campaign donors on your website? Yes or no? Michael.
Yes, and you can go on the State of Illinois website and figure that out.
Michelle.
Yes.
John Garrido.
Yes.
John. We ain't kidding with the lightning round. All right, here we go. How many years have you lived in the ward? Michelle.
12.
Almost 14.
I don't even know who answered it. I'm supposed to wait till I tell you. Here we go. Getting a little carried away. John Garrido.
Almost 14, still.
John Arena.
20.
And Michael.
Enough to qualify as a candidate.
That's a very creative answer. Here you go, lightning round, yes or no. Do you support the city's new $13 per hour minimum wage ordinance? Yes or no, John Garrido?
That's not a yes or no question.
Well, literally it is. Now, you may be saying that there's more to it than yes or no.
I support an increase in the minimum wage.
John Arena.
Yes.
Michael.
My mother was here for 2 weeks. Yes. $13
Michelle.
No.
Name the area of the ward that is in need of the most business development. John Arena.
I would say Jefferson Park.
Michael.
I'd say just follow Milwaukee all the way northwest.
Michelle.
Whole Milwaukee corridor. North of Mont.
John Garrido.
Entire ward.
Please name a restaurant that you dine at in the ward, current ward boundaries. Michael.
Pasta de Arte.
Michelle.
Lucky Grill.
John Garrido.
Cafe Marabella.
John Arena.
As many as I can.
Should the school board in Chicago be elected, yes or no? Michelle.
No.
John Garrido.
Again. Well, no, because it's not a yes or no. I believe that it should be like the Chicago Police Pension Board. It should be half elected and half appointed. That way you get the best of both.
John Arena.
Yes.
And Michael.
Nosotros necesitamos un conversación. Yes, we need to have a conversation. Is that okay, Dave?
All right. Here's another yes or no question. Let's see if we can go 4 for 4 with a yes or no. Would all of your community zoning meetings, including those of an advisory committee that you may or may not establish, be open to the public? Yes or no? John Garrido.
Yes.
John Marino.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes.
Michelle.
Yes.
And finally, we're starting this last one with Michelle. Who is the greatest athlete in the history of Chicago sports?
Michael Jordan.
Michael.
You know, Walter Payton.
John Arena.
I met Jake Grabowski from Taft the other day. He's pretty cool.
And John Garrido.
I would say Walter Payton.
Oh, this is, one more, but this is a yes or no from the audience. Yes or no? I guess we'll start with John Garrido. Yes or no? Would you support a dog park at Wilson or Jefferson Park?
Yes.
John Arena.
We'd have to have a community meeting on it first.
Yes, I'll support the conversation.
Michelle.
Yes.
Very good. And finally, we've reached the closing remarks portion of our program. And these are 90 seconds. And we start with John Arena.
4 years ago, we, as a community, voted for a new direction for the ward as well as for the city. And we showed that we can stand up for fiscal responsibility and against corruption and waste, that we can put a call out for businesses to fill long dormant storefronts, that we can honor our culture and our history and work together to forge our future for this ward. The work that we've done together and the work that we have to do, while it's been hard what we've done, there's been a lot of debate, and I welcome it, and a lot of discussion like we've had here today. But the harder things are ahead of us. We have to honor our obligations and address some big debts that our previous leaders simply did not, just shied away from and didn't address in a proper way. So we now have to work together to come up with solutions. I'm honored that I've had the chance to do this job for 4 years, to have open dialogue with folks here in the community as well as on the city council. And come what may, with this election, I look forward to working with all of the candidates here and each and every one of you as we move forward. Thank you.
I said at the beginning that if we're not safe in our homes, at work, or in our schools, then nothing else matters. So that has to be a #1 priority. I also believe that we need to maintain that commitment to make sure that our neighborhood schools are the schools that they should be, so people want to live in our communities and send their kids to those schools. And we need to respect and support the people that make an investment in our community. And that's our storefront business owners, our taxpayers, that's our residents, our police officers, our teachers. And I can't stress enough that I am going to work for the community and with the community. That, I work for you. You're the one that elects the alderman. The alderman works for you. So if you want a candidate, if you want an alderman, who's maintained nothing less than honesty and integrity throughout these entire campaigns, an alderman who believes that it's about people, not politics, and one who will always, and I mean always, put community first, then I am your candidate. And with your help and support, we will win this election on February 24th. Okay?
Natick, Jefferson Park Neighborhood Association, Ben, for being here at Copernicus Center, and for all of you for coming out tonight. You know what? The 45th Ward is a really special place in the city. It is a suburb in the city. It's single-family homes. It is generations of families here. We are fortunate that we have great schools. There's economic development that needs to be taken care of, but we also have public transportation that's available to us, but there's always room for improvement, and that's where economic development comes into play. And so for your alderman, it's focusing on the basics, and that is public safety, city services, education, and economic development. And I put forth that I would have a more receptive office to make sure that city services are taken care of, that community input is heard through the community zoning initiative that I put forth. One of the other things is strengthening the people of our ward, and I put forth a community technology center so that people can come in and use the resources that are available, learn how to use technology so that we are very competitive in the global economy. And so for that, to me, it's about the community. And so for that, I ask for your vote on the election on February 24th. Thank you.
You know, back in the 80s when I was playing Pee Wee football at Portage Park, first for the Portage Park Buccaneers in 1987, I want to say, then the traveling team. It's the first time I understood what this ward was about. Because we were working people that would come home after work and invest it in me and my teammates. And I grew up all over the city, you know, because things happened in my life and my mother had to make choices. We had to move a lot. And I think it was a good thing, because it allowed me to survey everything great this city has to offer, and everything awful too. And when I married my wife Jessica, when she married me, when we talked about establishing roots, it was without question this way. And when I walk down the street, on my way to work every day, take the train, I understand that the reason the ward is what it is because of working people, because of you. We got to preserve that. And something we really didn't talk about today is the pension obligation and challenge that we have, which if we don't solve it, will undermine everything that this board is about. If we want infrastructure projects, how do we fund those if we don't have enough money to fund the pensions? We have to figure that out. You use me, in my experience, to work with City Council to get that pension fixed.
Thank you very much.
I need your vote. I appreciate your help.